Whoa, what the? How did I just do that?
It has been a while since we've talked. The last time I think I came on screen to talk a WWE video game, we'll leave it there. This time, 2K approached me and said, hey, we want to sponsor the video. So this is sponsored. Oh boy, this could be good. Oh, yes! But I'm going to be honest with you. I'm going to say what I dang well please. And that is one simple thing. If you know me and you know this channel, you know I love simulation style games. The 2K15 to 2K20 series is one of my favorite because I like creating what's on TV. And if you've been a fan of the channel for a long time, you know WWE All-Stars was not my thing. I did not like the arcade style for one reason. And I've now found that out playing WWE 2K Battlegrounds because I sucked. So here we're going to talk WWE 2K Battlegrounds, the new game out from WWE 2K, which is a completely different, reshaped imagination, and the simulation has been thrown out the window. It is time to dive deep into an arcade battlefield where there's a gator. God, I hate that gator. When it comes to WWE 2K Battlegrounds, we got to play a 2v2 cage match and fatal 4-way matches.
This is a totally different game, dude. Let me tell you.
And I'll be honest with you, we played on a preview build. This is not the final representation of what the video game will be.
Up on your guy. See the little, that's the meter. What the?
I can't really say much, but other than that, what I did play was a lot of fun. And I'll tell you why. It is very frustrating at first when you pick it up because you gotta learn the moves. And when you do pick up the game and you play with somebody online, that is the best part of this game, in my humble and honest opinion. The one thing that made me the most popular on YouTube at one point, and the thing that was the most fun, was playing online. If you remember the Xbox 360 days from WWE 12 to WWE2K14, we used to hold beautiful online lobbies in Xbox 360 and invite in a bunch of people. Man, we used to have 500 to 1,500 people watching us. They would come in and we would play online. 2K15 hit, and I have not played online since. That's not a shot at the 2K games. I love the simulation style, and I still love 2K20. I prefer 2K19 more, but 2K20, I still play it. But WWE 2K Battlegrounds takes a completely different approach. And at first, I'll admit, I was a little bummed because I wasn't good at the game. Then after some practice and having to deal with a couple rocky issues in the preview build that we had, and playing against other players, hands down, the greatest thing of this video game is the friendships, the fun, the playing with people you know.
All right, guys, here we go. We're back again with another video. Oh, my mic was muted. All right, guys, we're back with another video.
And that's something that has been lost in the art of wrestling video games the last couple years. I don't want to play online in a TV match simulation style in the 2K games, personally. But a game like WWE 2K Battlegrounds, the ease of inviting your friends, and I can show you how easy it is when you open a lobby and you hit CPU, and invite friend, or invite friend, invite friend, invite friend. And one of the coolest things about it is once you're in a match and the match is over, and I will admit the cage matches at first were really short.
They're 3-minute matches, dude.
Just like she did in real life.
All right, don't do anything, Tubby. Did you back out, Tubby?
And the money went pretty fast, and you know, it was a quick game, kind of like you'd expect in an arcade.
Wait it, bro.
That's it, Ronda Rousey won it for me. Let's go.
Oh my god.
And we weren't very good. We lost quite a few cage matches because we didn't know the tips and the tricks at the time, where you climb the cage and you get the money. But you have to watch out for that electric fence.
Triggers. Oh, shit. Did I lose money there?
Snap!
I'll be honest with you, the first thing that ever came to my mind was the gif from Jurassic Park where he's holding onto the fence and he gets shocked. On more than one occasion, I got shocked. Not only that, WWE 2K Battlegrounds is something that I think stands apart. And I'll be honest with you, I had no expectations going into this game. I have not followed the trailers. I've watched some of them. But I wanted to honestly be genuinely shocked when I picked it up. And in my honest assessment, and I mean this with 100% of my being, and not because 2K is saying check this game out, I have missed fun.
What the hell was that, Jeff Hardy?
So,
Oh, what the?
And I can tell you the God's honest truth, when I was playing the other day with my buddy SGU, not his fan, which you could check out his channel and link in the description, I literally had to make the decision between going to bed and continuing playing. I was tired, I was exhausted, And I said, I'm in a position where this is a game I want to keep playing. I'll be honest, the movesets at times got a little repetitive when I first started because I wasn't using the stick, I was using the A button. So I became the king of suplexes at one point with 5 suplexes in game. But everything else that we did in the cage match, other than when I was playing with SGU and he's a horrible teammate and he couldn't grab any money, it was so much fun playing with him and seeing him trying to distract and come up with strategies in this video game.
This is over the top fun. Like, I love the art style. I love the big power ups and the big effects. Whether you're throwing somebody into a car or into a gator's mouth. And speaking of the gator, he's over there.
God, I hate that gator. Hate that gator. Play online in any other game, it's cheese. In an arcade game, you're supposed to cheese, so you feel like you're at home. Now, from what I'm allowed to talk about in the 2v2 and the Fatal 4-Way matches and the things that I did enjoy, some of the movesets. I didn't get to hit tons of finishers because, again, this is a game you're going to have to learn. The block, the parrying, the moves, the reversals. Being able to, and I will say this, some of the awesome sequences we had, if you know me from the simulation games, I love sequences. I had one match where I came rolling into the ring in a Fatal 4-Way, out of nowhere hit a finisher and got that W. I wasn't recording it, so I can't prove it, but I got the W. When it comes to the game, the CPU, oh my gosh, it is difficult, at least for me, because I hadn't learned the controls yet. At one point in a Fatal 4-Way match, I thought I was doing good, and I'm on the outside of the ring, and I'm winning, and I thought I'm winning, and then all of a sudden, I get yeeted in the ring.
Oh, look out! I'm not going for that! Oh, didn't get all of that. Hey, blocked! What are you gonna do now? 1, 2, 3! Winner, winner, chicken dinner!
Just thrown in the ring and get pinned. Still learning the art of the kick out. Controls are fine. It's my muscle memory for playing a simulation game and not having to pay that much attention to doing what you gotta do to get the W. If you pick up WWE 2K Battlegrounds and you're playing against the CPU, you may run into some issues. Not with the game, just that the CPU is pretty hard when you look at the difficulty levels. But the one thing that is the most fun is playing with friends. And then you don't have to worry about difficulty levels. You can just go in and finally have that game that we've been missing. I can't promise that it's not going to get repetitive. I didn't care at a certain point that the moves, to me, I kept seeing a few of them, because at the end of the day, I knew I wasn't fully mastering the controls yet. But at the same time, it's just like All-Stars. The reason I wasn't a huge fan of All-Stars is because I didn't play online with a bunch of friends. It was already past that point. I had done Path of Champions in the other game modes, but in WWE 2K Battlegrounds, when I was able to play with Macho and Tony and SGU, I would have loved to play with Pulse, but he doesn't have internet. I loved playing with Macho and Tony Pizza.
You know when you have your finisher.
It glows underneath you. You are almost there. You see the little pie chart underneath your guy?
In SGU because it was fun. Hate that gator. And that's something that has been missing in video games. So as somebody that checked this game out early, and I don't have to tell you to buy the game, I was just supposed to check it out. But this is the first time, I think, in 5 years, I can wholeheartedly recommend a video game. Like I said, I played a preview build that had some errors.
Dude, that's the CPU.
The full game, no game is perfect, may have an error or two. We'll never know until it comes out. But I'm willing to put up with it because there's something about Battlegrounds. When we're in a Steam chat, we're inviting people, they're joining into the lobby, the match ends and you can go back into the lobby. You don't have to set up another one.
Yeah, no, that's like the great thing about the online lobbies is you can just keep replaying.
You can go in and change your opponents and change match types and things like this. And you dive right back in with your friends, the people that you wanted to play with. It's just something that hasn't been here in the community for quite a few years. You're going to have fun. I know I did, and I wasn't expecting to. I went in with an open mind and said, listen, All-Stars was not my thing. I wasn't good at it. But in this game, it didn't matter if I was good, because hanging out with my buddies again in a wrestling video game is something that's been a long-lost art. So if you want to check it out, WWE 2K Battlegrounds releases Friday, September 18th. If you're overseas, you may be able to get a little sooner. I will tell you the greatest thing about this video game, if you get the physical edition, is the thing that I am most excited for because I am now the #1 pro WWE Supercard player there is. You get an insert and you get battle points, LP, and you get the Pro SummerSlam 20 cards, daddy. Now, it's only the physical. You don't get it in the digital edition, which kind of stinks. I was a little bummed about that because I think more people would have done it, especially if you're a Supercard player. And, hey, I'm just saying, if you play and you're not going to use it, you want to throw it my way, I'd take another one. I would. So why don't you guys think of the gameplay that you saw, and I will be honest with you, this is a game I plan on playing. I don't know if there's going to be a huge audience, but I know it's got an audience of one, and that's me for right now. We still got to wait on all the post content and check out all the other match types and the modes and the content creation. If you've seen stuff like Xavier Woods and everybody going nuts with the building stuff, I'm ready to check all that out. I'm ready to have fun again. And that's what the summary of this game is. If you play with friends, I think you're going to have a good time.
Like, oh, let me go to the online menu to play online. You could just, okay, let me do this match. Do I want to do it by myself or with my friends?
I know, that's pretty sick.
I respect that.
That's where we're going to end things, and I hope you join me. I hope you subscribe. I hope you hit the like button, and I hope you stick around when we start streaming this game, because I think it is going to be something that you're going to enjoy. So until next time, thank you very much for watching. Thank you to 2K for sponsoring this video. I really appreciate it. And as always, where was this game the last couple years? My God, we will see you all